There's a growing concern with sets like Unfinity, and most players are well aware of it. Hi everyone and welcome back. MTG Moxman here, and thanks a lot for hanging out with me on my channel today. And no, you're not wrong. You are feeling it. It is true, and don't let anyone else change your mind about it, because wallet fatigue is real. And it's all because Wizards of the Coast keeps putting out faster and faster product lines. And a lot of these complaints really, I've heard it for years, but a lot of it came around September of 2021, when Wizards of the Coast gave us Crimson Vow and Midnight Hunt into two separate sets, and then right away in January, they gave us double feature. They crammed in those extra couple of products, and it just got all jammed in. Now you fast forward to the lineup this year. It looks very normal, doesn't it? But you notice they left off all the extra products, and now we look at the problem that's still facing us for this year. And you can see it in my background right now. You have Unfinity coming out October 7th of 2022. You've got Jumpstart 2022 in December 2nd of 2022. Not only do we still have to squeeze in Brothers War, Dominaria United is actually just coming out this week officially. And then like 40 days or less later, we've got Brothers War. But then followed up 20-something days later, you've got Unfinity. And then sometime early December, right after Brothers War, a month later, you've got Jumpstart 20. What is going on? I know a lot of you are feeling the same way I am. There is just so many products to cover. So many things you want to get your hands on. And that's the issue. The hype train is not going to slow down for any of us. It is now in perpetual motion. And we are coming to accept that fact. It is becoming more aware to the general populace of Magic the Gathering that it is a non-stop train. Okay, it just never slows down, never stops going, and that's just the way it is. Now, when you take a look at these amazing products, some of these things got delayed. When you look at Unfinity, which by the way, it does need to be printed, we need to bring those Shockland prices back in line with a lot of the other things that are out there. And they just keep climbing right now because Wizards of the Coast has delayed this product coming out. It's like a Hollywood movie, like when they did that Maverick movie with Tom Cruise and they slowed everything down. They said, we're going to shelve this one for a year or two because of COVID, right? Wizards of the Coast knew that if they put this out, if they put Unfinity out at the right schedule, which was what, April of 2022, it wouldn't have been received well. There was too much going on. Things were doing badly. They can tell you it's production issues. I'm sure it wasn't. At that point, things were already kind of up and running normally. They just realized it wouldn't have done well with the actual Magic public. Just like they didn't put Maverick out in a time when movie theaters weren't really open that much and people weren't going to the movie theaters. Same thing with Magic products. If it isn't going to go out well and they've put time, effort, and money into artwork and the way they want the set to be played out, they're not going to put it out. They're going to wait. They're going to hold on and say, we got some delays here. It's coming up soon. Don't worry, but we've got some delays. You know what the real delay is? We don't have any money to buy it. And Wizards trying to make sure, Wizards of the Coast kind of branch things out a bit, hopefully. So not only can we enjoy the product, that's neither here nor there to them. It's so they can get as much money as they can. And the emails I've been talking to players about and those conversations on Discord, having the live streams, talking at my local stores, the wallet thing is becoming a real issue every year around September. So within 7-8 months of the year, we are now kind of down to the nitty gritty. And this year and last year is made that much worse by the climate we're in around the world. The inflation that's gone up, the rates that are climbing, everything is draining our wallets out, making it that much harder to afford and appreciate and play the game the way we want to play it. More and more players are having to make hard choices on what they're going to buy. And that sucks. It really does. There's no way around that. You want to enjoy everything Wizards puts out. But that's not possible when they cram this much in. Think about the lineup we had this year. Okay? Double Flip Trip Masters was to the moon. Dominaria United, great set. Even things like New Capenna, Kami Gout, we had good sets this year, okay? The only real letdown is Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate, and Wizards just let that fall on their face. That set should have been great, and it wasn't, and that's Wizards' fault. There's no other way of looking at that to me. But when I go ahead now and look, we still have the Brothers War being squeezed in to the backdrop screen that I'm showing you right now. It's being squeezed in there. Wow. How many players are actually going to be able to afford this stuff? That's the reason they're putting it at the end of the year. Because Christmas time comes up. You can ask for this stuff as gifts and presents, and you won't feel like you're missing out. They put it at the end of the year because right at the beginning is tax time. You will get tax returns. All of this is timed. Everything here is geared on when money comes in and how much money they can add to the quarters, right? How much they can add to the bottom line. It's not like Hasbro is going to give us a break and say, you know what? Let's slow things down a little bit for them, right? Let's knock out 2 sets right now. We'll go a little bit easy. No. Their job is to tell Wizards to churn and burn. Without the game falling apart, give us as much possible product as you can. They don't care anymore if it's short run. They don't care because the quicker they speed things up, the more cards they have access to for specialty sets and reprinting. They don't care that we don't get to enjoy the product as much. They don't care if there's collectors, investors out there holding on to sealed boxes. Remember, nothing actually stops them from reissuing a sealed box of something either. They've never done it, but that doesn't mean they can't do it. Keep that stuff in mind as well for all you flipper investors out there. Understand when you're buying these products, they can go to zero. Wizards does not care about you. Don't think they do. Nah, that's not the way it is. If they did, they would take it easy on us. It wouldn't have given us all these price increases they say they had to do. Guys, it's a nutty world out there right now. And this set, Unfinity, is the start of that problem. The fact they delayed it and are now putting it out now, when you still have Jumpstart coming out. They already delayed things like Warhammer, which, by the way, looks pretty epic to me, right? Like, that's pretty cool stuff, but that's an expensive product. Lord of the Rings, all this stuff getting delayed is not because they're not ready to go. Our money is not ready to go. That's the problem. And they know, without saying it, they are well aware that our money is not available to buy these products. They know there's a certain nostalgic player base. Why I think Dominaria has Lost Legends and stuff in it. New players don't even know about that stuff. They're learning about it now, but they didn't really know. Old players who've got the larger income and salaries who buy this stuff, those are the ones they're trying to tap into for Brothers War and Dominaria. It's great that other players will come along and join the standard play, but they're after the money. And they've timed all these sets you see here. They've all been timed. They've all been looked at. They've got all kinds of people back them. Their marketing team is well equipped to look and see when products get bought and sold most often. They get the numbers from the distributors who get it from the LGSs on the restocks. They know how much is selling, okay? They're very well aware. And then they send that stuff to the printers every time. Guys, there's nothing we can really do about it. But what I'm noticing is more and more players are being pickier. They want a good product for their money, or they are skipping it and buying singles. They are just skipping it. Like Dominaria United, I know most of the people I'm friends with are not storing any of it. They're not buying any boxes. They're buying the individual cards. They're like, hey, why should I spend $150 a box? I can just get my 4 copies of Sheoldred, the Apocalypse, get it out of the way, pick up a few of these scattered guys I want for individual decks. I'm going to spend all that. It's going to cost me what a 1 booster box would cost, which would be impossible for me to get that many. That's where they're going, Wizards. That is a really messed up way of thinking, but that's what actual players are doing right now. You guys can take that for what it's worth, but it's happening. And that will lead to other problems with box openings and stuff in the future, but it hasn't happened yet. You guys saw that top 10 video on the weekend of the hottest selling cards, right? My top 10. That hot 10 was crazy with how many sales of individual cards. I've never seen it that high. It's where players are headed. They are picking and choosing now. They're getting a lot more fussy. This wallet fatigue that's happening in September, next year, it's going to be happening in August. If Wizards keeps going, it's going to happen in July. It's not like players get that much more cash to play with. Unless they come into some money, get a better paying job, cut back somewhere to make up some money, get an extra job. It doesn't work that way. And more, you're going to see players saying, I'm just going to focus on Commander. I'm going to skip the standard rotation. I'm not sure about Modern now. I'm not really getting into Pioneer. That's why players tend to stick to games like Commander, the casual formats that are powerful and really good time, because so many cards can be used and you can build them over time as sets rotate out. Wizards of the Coast, watch your back. Watch what you're doing to your player base and understand what is happening even when you're cramming these products in. Unfinity, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. But sets like that, they only come out once every couple of years. They get an initial big run and people forget about them. And Wizards is trying to tap into that market by making some of those cards Commander playable. They're doing the two different hollow symbols, right? One that says they're not playable, one that says there are, instead of just keeping it silver bordered. I don't know. They're mixing things up. But they're trying to make sure they can rake in as much money as they can. Then they go ahead and give us Jumpstart. Now, they added Jumpstarts to every standard set going forward. That's like their new theme thing right now. I think we saw Rudy at Alpha Investments warning people against it. I have to agree, it's probably a little bit dicey right now until we see what they've actually put into those sets. But when you look at Jumpstart 2022, we haven't even seen any of the spoilers and stuff. We don't really know how it's going to play out yet. I want to wait and see. Okay, because not everyone wants to get in on those sets either. But there are certain segments that do. Wizards has got to watch what they're doing, or a lot of these sets are just going to come crashing down and they're going to have to abandon those product lines. Just the way it's going to be. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. How bad is that wallet fatigue for you, your family? How are things playing out for you? Are you one of those players definitely going for singles, which I'm seeing so much of? You guys are going to have to let me know in those comment sections below so we can have that conversation, carry this stuff forward. I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone says. Guys, have an awesome day today. Stay safe out there. Watch your wallet. Protect your money. Don't keep up with the Joneses. Buy the products you care about. Have an awesome day today. This is that time of every video where I do that special shout out to all of the fantastic patrons on my channel, the ones who support what goes on. Without patrons, what would you have? Hey guys, welcome to the end of the video, the after credit party that everyone's welcome to, but nobody ever realized it should be happening. And don't forget to pay attention to the 20K box. For those of you who are like new to the end of the videos, I have that 20K box up in the background of my regular videos. This is like the alternate location, but always pay attention to the end of the videos at this point because you never know what's going to go in the box. You don't know. That's crazy stuff. Pay attention. It could be important when we get to 20K. I don't know how many times I have to tell people that, but you guys know. You've been to the end. The wallet fatigue thing's really real. You should see how many emails I've had the last little while, guys. And I thought I would address it in this video because when you realize there's still a couple of sets to go, plus the Brothers War, like it's not over yet. And I myself do not normally go for Jumpstart or Unfinity type products. They're not for me. I have bought Unstable. I usually buy a box to store, but not to ever open. And I look at those lands though, and Wizards had to have those shock lands go off well. They really did. They want those Unfinity lands to be well received. So they got to put it out at the right time. And they knew it wouldn't before. And I myself, I'm buying singles of those and I will be buying those lands. But why would I buy a box for 300 and something bucks when I can just buy the basic lands, get the ones I want, and spend half that money? It's crazy to think about, but that's how bad it is out there. I don't think Wizards actually understands what they've done to themselves, and it's a really slow thing to notice, but it is coming around the bend because more and more people are skipping products and just going for singles. They can't afford it. It's crazy, man. So hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me here at the end. I'm going to just keep sipping my coffee, call it a day, and go out and play fetch. No, I'm not the one fetching. The dog will be the one fetching. Not me. Not me. Feels like it sometimes, but no. Like picking up dog poop. If an alien saw us, they would think that the dog's the ruler because I'm picking up his poop. It's horrible. Have a great day, guys.